In those dark days, fighting, right now all the tubes have been removed, and I have a do not resuscitate order, and I have a 7-year-old son. And in those days, in the hospital, I received from you a handwritten letter that said, "To the bravest woman I know." I'm here right now to thank you in person, and that was my biggest dream.
Donald Trump with former Miss Wisconsin 2005, Melissa Young, at a rally in Wisconsin. In March, Melissa pushed through a hospital treatment to thank Trump personally for his help as she struggles with an incurable illness. Donald Trump owned the Miss USA pageant when she won Miss Congeniality. Melissa Young is with me now. Melissa, welcome. We're so pleased to have the chance to speak with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Unhooked yourself from this hospital treatment to personally go to that rally in Wisconsin. Why were you so motivated to do that?
Yes, ma'am. I did. I unhooked and checked myself out of the hospital when I heard that he was going to be in Wisconsin. It was so important to me that I had written him a letter months before thanking him for all of the beautiful things that he has done for me, and I was worried that he never received it, and it was so important to me. I had my one chance. He was in Wisconsin, that I thought if I could just get there and thank him, it would mean the world, and I was so grateful. My dear friend, my son's kindergarten teacher, actually drove me the 2.5-hour drive, and it was just such a wonderful moment. I was so grateful that I had the chance to do so.
Well, Melissa, he was clearly moved to see you again, and you describe receiving that letter of support from him. And we're watching and seeing pictures of your son, who's just beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you.
But
thank you.
What did he do? Was it just that as a contestant, obviously you had contact with him as part of that pageant, and I know your life story in and of itself is amazing. So you had contact with him as part of that pageant. So were you just touched that he reached out and offered you his support?
Yes, ma'am. I was more than touched. I was so moved because I competed at Miss USA in 2005. This is many years later now to 2014, when I'm in the hospital really fighting for my life. And I've never spoken of this, and I don't even think he knows this, but the day that he sent that note to me, hand-delivered at the hospital, he made sure it was there for some reason by 8 a.m. And that was a really dark time for me. Actually, was being that afternoon was read my last rites by the priest, and I was fighting for my life, and
so
you
feel
that from him.
Like it really just changed at that moment where you say it was such a dark day, obviously, and you
Yes.
had so much to overcome. That gave you a bit of wind in your sails.
Yes, ma'am. It was like God's perfect timing, and just to receive that from him, I know in his busy life, to take the time so many years later and hearing I was ill and taking the time to do that, it sparked such a fight in me when I really, like the doctor said, there was really no medical explanation for me to still be alive, but it sparked something in me that was like I felt his strength, and in those moments he was there for me, and it was so powerful.
So, Melissa, in addition to being in awe of your courage and strength, this shows to many people another side of Donald Trump, who at times has been criticized for belittling women, but clearly one-on-one is rooting for every single person he knows, male or female.
Yes, the experiences that I've had with him are nothing but I have tremendous respect for him, but I've only witnessed him have just the most amazing respect for anyone around me. Even competing back in 2005 on his stage, he was so respectful to all of the states that were competing, and he was there for us. And just now on just a way different level for me, it's a more personal level, of course, but my respect for him it's unbelievable. I just admire him, respect him more than ever before.
Melissa, we wish you all the best. We are sending you healing vibes. You
Thank
look
you.
wonderful, so hopefully you feel as well as you look. Melissa Young,
Oh, thank you.
with us there.
Thank you so
former
much.
Miss Wisconsin. We'll check in with you soon. Trump supporter.